Biologists found a prehistoric locust. Just as they extracted a sample, it suddenly lost control. In seconds, all lab locusts awoke. The two quickly ran for the exit. Facing constant locust attacks, they crouched to minimize exposure. This wasn't a long-term solution. A man reacted by opening the main door. He started the cold sterilization, but in panic dropped the door opening bracelet. Now they'd lost all hope of escaping this place. Luckily, after some searching, they survived the rapidly cooling room. The boss then saw the locusts were uncontrolled. To keep the prehistoric locust secret, he ordered high-pressure flamethrowers activated. Surprisingly, the flames made the locusts more agitated, not dead. They entered vents, escaped the lab, and flew off as distant light specks. At a nearby farm, siblings feeding roosters looked up to see a terrifying sight. Locust swarms like dark clouds rushed at them. They ran screaming to the warehouse. Luckily, they entered the warehouse just before the swarm caught up. Closing the door, they thought they were safe, but something big was about to happen. The siblings used all their strength to close the warehouse door, hoping to escape the giant locust's attack, but the grain smell still drew them in. They desperately attacked the wooden door, and a second later, a giant locust smashed through and rushed into the warehouse. The sister retreated in fear while the brother quickly covered the locusts with an iron bucket. Upon returning home, their mother immediately contacted biologist Ellie. However, after observing the situation, Ellie found it to be worse than imagined. The ripe wheat had been devoured by the locusts. At this rate, the world's food reserves would be depleted within 3 months. To find the giant locust's weakness, Ellie sought out her geneticist friend Tammy. They soon infiltrated the biotech company and discovered the prehistoric locust's secret inside. Their actions were quickly noticed by the company's boss, Inazuma. To hide her secret, she ordered her men to burn the locusts. Unexpectedly, in the scorching heat, the prehistoric locusts escaped through the ventilation pipe. The burning locust swarm scattered, leading a horde of locust carcasses to the dinosaur park. Many dinosaurs fled in fear as the group with the locust samples quickly evacuated. Suddenly, the locust carcasses struck their vehicle like cannonballs, sending them fleeing down the hillside. Luckily, they were wearing seatbelts and escaped unharmed. However, as they emerged from the wrecked car, they were stunned to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex had arrived. They quickly hid in a nearby observation post, narrowly escaping the T-Rex's legs. Despite the dire situation, Inazuma refused to let Ellie's group leave. She shut down the aerial deterrent system and tried to use the winged dragons to stop them, while using chips to control the dinosaurs and send them rushing to the experimental base, intending to bury all the secrets there. After doing this, she evacuated the personnel and prepared to escape in an underground high-speed vehicle. To take the biological samples, Ellie's group snuck into the base's power supply room. They eliminated the remaining prehistoric locusts inside and successfully cut off the main system's power. With no extra power consumption, the aerial deterrent system was quickly restored and the out-of-control dinosaurs returned to normal. However, Inazuma met a grim fate in the high-speed train, ultimately perishing in the jaws of the twin halberd dragons she had resurrected. With the aerial threat gone, the group boarded a helicopter and successfully left the biotech company's base with the biological samples. Scientists quickly eliminated the escaped prehistoric locusts, averting a global crisis. Ellie and Taran also rekindled their old feelings and lived happily ever after. The film ends here, focusing on the examples.